Welcome to Dimension Y, your new home. Some of you may have been from the universe known as Dimension X, others will have been from the universe known as Dimension Z. Both have lavish and rich histories, but both also have histories ranging from slightly different to drastically different. For example, in Dimension X, the Berlin Wall fell in 1995, and in Dimension Z, James G. Blaine was president instead of Grover Cleveland. 3 years ago, we discovered that both Dimension X and Dimension Z collapsed into one another, leaving a complete mix and match of both dimensions' histories and cultures. In this confusion, citizens of Dimension X and citizens of Dimension Z have come together and work in harmony in our new home called Dimension Y.
When do you want to leave?
I don't know. It's nicer.
Guess what I got the other day? It's a book, and it lists all the differences between your world and my world. And it's been really crazy reading it because there are so many differences, but not really anything that changed a lot. It's pretty cool.
I don't know. Never really been into the whole dimension collapse thing.
How could you not be into something like that? I mean, it's like the most interesting thing that's ever happened to anything.
It's like you said, nothing really changed that much anyway. What?
It's not. Do you want to play a game?
Sure, why not?
What is your biggest fear?
What kind of game is this? This doesn't seem fun.
It's a game to get to know each other. Come on, we can do this. What's your biggest fear?
I don't know. Time?
Time? What are you, like a master clock or something?
What did you want me to say?
Like bears or something. I don't know, but time? How is that your biggest fear?
I don't really know what I want to do in the world. And so, my mind starts to wander and think about all the things that I can do. Do I become the straight-thinking 9-to-5 worker who has a wife and a kid? Or do I become the fun, crazy, outgoing partier who travels the world and does whatever he wants? Both sound great, but there's no way I have time for both. And I feel like all this time that I'm using trying to figure out what I want to do is being wasted because when I finally do figure it out, I'm not going to have enough time because it would have been wasted on trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And this whole dimension collapse thing, it freaks me out even more. Because what if, when I finally do figure it out, Dimension Y collapses with Dimension Y too?
That's not gonna happen.
How do we know that? I mean, we didn't even know Dimension Z and X existed before they collapsed. Who's to say it won't happen again? I'm just in this weird middle ground right now in my life where I feel like everything I'm doing is a waste of time. All I want is for things to go back to normal. And then everything will start making sense again.
You're right. This wasn't very fun. Your house is really nice.
Thank you. It's been in my family for like 6 lifetimes or whatever.
Are you and your parents really close?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So, I've been reading that book that I told you about the other day, about the dimensions and the differences, and it's really interesting. It got me thinking that I want to study that in college, so I'm going to Newman University for a weekend.
It's pretty cool. Do you stay in the hotel or on a campus?
In a hotel.
Nice.
It's just really interesting how they have the best program to study it. It's really cool.
Are we really about to talk about this again? Like, why can't we just move past it?
I just don't understand why you never want to talk about it.
I don't understand why we can't just move past it.
That's really insensitive.
Toward who? Where are you going?
Never mind.
Why? Because we got into a little fight? These things happen.
Okay, It's just not gonna work out, okay? We just can't be friends.
Do you want to talk about it?
No! I'm really sorry for wasting your time, but it's not working out.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I know I screwed up, and I know I hurt you. I'm just not quite sure how. Can I come in?
So you're sorry, but you don't know what you did wrong.
Yeah, I'm just a little lost here. Is it because you think that Dimension X and Dimension Z people can't get along?
No.
Then why are you mad?
I'm mad because you're ignorant.
Huh?
You know, it's great that this whole dimension collapsing thing isn't that big of a deal to you, and that it's just some minor inconvenience that stresses you out. But it was a huge deal to me, okay? I mean, do you ever think about how small the world is? It's incredibly small, and two dimensions fell into each other. Do you ever think about how we're supposed to fit that many people into one world?
I don't know.
That's because we can't. There were two versions of everyone. There was the X version of you and the Z version of you, and how it worked was only one of you survived.
Wait, really?
Yes! And it is just fantastic that everything worked out for you and that everyone who was important to you made it through. But when the dimension collapse happened, my parents didn't recognize me. And my friends didn't know who I was. And not only did I realize that I was the only one that made it out of Dimension Z in my entire family, but that the Dimension X version of me was better than who I am. So every day I wake up and everybody hates me. And then I think I shouldn't be here. I should be dead like the rest of my family. No one knows who I am. I don't even know who I am. And I know that I'm strange, okay? I get it. I'm trying to do something. I just don't know what it is.
Look, you're not strange. At least not stranger than anything else that's been happening. But, look, I don't know you, but I'm willing to find out. It doesn't matter if you're a replacement for someone better, you're you. No one can change that. Want to play a game?
Sure.
Who's your favorite musician?
Oh, without a doubt, Madame Tulip.
Who's that?
You've never heard of Madame Tulip?
No.
You don't have her in your dimension?
No.
Oh my god.
Sing one of her songs.
No way.
Come on.
Fine. Put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down. You don't need it anymore. Put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down. Watch it as it hits the floor. Yeah, it's done, now it's through. Overcome, you're brand new. Something like that.